Hey everyone, in this video we are going to talk about handling errors and aborts in transactions. We know that if a transaction is aborted, it provides that safety guarantee that it can be safely retried. And this is because of atomicity, isolation, and durability guarantees that it provides. But not every database system follows this philosophy. So, like for example, in leaderless replication, it takes that best effort approach where it doesn't roll back or undo the changes that it has already done if it encounters a failure before completing that transaction. And it's up to the application which have to handle these errors and recover from that situation. And retrying is not always perfect. For example, let's say the database completed its operations successfully, and before it can its commit or acknowledgement has reached the client, if there is a network error, then the client will not be aware that the commit was actually successful, and they may perform a retry. And if the transaction has failed due to overload, and if you retry, keep trying again, then it will only make the situation worse. So it's always important to implement exponential backoff with your retries. And another scenario is where it's important to only retry transient errors, for example any network glitches or deadlock scenarios, but not the data errors or constraint validations. And uh, it's also important to understand what any side effects that are happening outside of your database transaction. For example, sending an email if a record or a commit was successful, etc. Because you can't roll back that sending an email activity. So these are some of the scenarios that we need to keep in mind when developing applications around databases.